UFC 226 is absolutely stupid stacked. And this is my pre-fight analysis and fight picks for Gokhan Saki versus Khalil Rountree. Okay, Gokhan Saki, not really an MMA guy, kickboxing guy, but he does have those hands. You know, those kickboxers definitely have those hands. They got the kicks. They don't have much of a ground game coming into MMA, but I'm not sure if Gokhan Saki is going to need it with Khalil Rountree, because this is the only thing that we're seeing. We've got two knockout artists. Gokhan Saki can knock your ass out flat, period. He can knock you out. I believe he has something like over 50 knockouts in his career. That's incredible. Khalil Rountree is newer. He's a UFC. He's an Ultimate Fighter guy. He's kind of he has a spotty record because of not being able to have a full-on mixed game. So he doesn't have a full, well-rounded game, which is literally, it's just an overhand right. It's just knockout time when he gets in there, or he's getting finished. So Khalil Rountree, he's still new in the UFC. He's new, but he's got some fights under his belt. It's just, we haven't seen much of the guy. We really haven't seen much of him. And what we have seen of him is just a lot of the same. I think that Gokhan Saki right now, I think he could immediately just come straight out the door and starch Khalil Rountree. I think soon as the buzzer rings, that he could starch Khalil Rountree and knock him out. That's what I think. But if Khalil Rountree decides to go in there and actually do a mixed martial arts game, which Gokhan Saki is not good at, he's not going to have a mixed game. If he can go in there and actually try a mixed game, maybe he'll be able to have some success. And I actually do believe that he will have some success. These young fighters, they are talented, but they have to have more skills, more tools. When you're going up against a stand-up guy who is as technical and as trained and has as much experience as Saki, then you can't just bulldoze him. You can't bulldoze him because he'll go into counter-strike mode. And then when you get afraid, you don't want to throw anymore because he's countering you, then he's in attack mode. He's in your face. Now you're pulling back. You're backing up. Do you know how to do attack? Do you know how to counter-strike without any experience? We know Khalil Rountree he's a good fighter. He's still new. He's still growing on us. He's still learning a lot of who he is as a fighter. Anyways, I'm actually going to go with, in terms of fight pick, I'm actually going to go with Khalil Rountree. He's the guy who I think if he can turn it up, he's the guy who can turn it up loud enough to silence everything that Gokhan Saki has going on. Gokhan Saki, to me, he can't necessarily turn it up. He comes in the door already on level 10. So I'm not sure there's anything that we haven't seen from Gokhan Saki. The thing is, Khalil Rountree can go in there and get a takedown. And the thing is, you don't have to get a takedown and hold him and hump him and be down there forever. Get a takedown, get some ground and pound in, and get back up on the feet. Clinch him up a bit. Get him in the clinch, get him tired, trip him to the ground, bust him up a bit with ground and pound, move into different positions, and then get back up on the feet. Keep making him get that big ass up. We're talking about light heavyweight. This fight, now a lot of the fights on this card already have a lot of implications behind them. You know, Sun Sao and Font. Who's going to get the title shot, or are they going to get the title shot? Who's the next number one contender? You got some people on the card. I feel like if some people on this card, if they lose, I believe they might be getting cut. You've got Chiesa Pettis. Chiesa Pettis is a good one, especially for Chiesa. You know, who's going to be moving up the rankings? Who's going to get to fight the next? You know, Ngannou, Derek Lewis, bragging rights, it looks like. It's just a lot of fights up here. There's two belts. And this fight for Gokhan Saki and Rountree, I believe that it means who's going to get a ranked opponent next. Gokhan Saki is coming in properly branded. He has a lot of miles on him in that kickboxing game. So he is the next person. The person who wins this bout is going to get the next ranked opponent. And that's going to be a big deal. It would be a big deal for Khalil Rountree if he wins, because they do want these young bodies to get up there, have a little bit more time to shine. But the thing is, light heavyweight is the worst, weakest, just thin division. I bet that they only have like 12 fighters in that division. And then one of them is kicked out for being a dumbass in John Jones, and the other one is moving up to fight for the belt and seek greatness. This right here, the implications on this fight are huge. I think Khalil Rountree needs to go out there. He needs to show some diversity in his game, mix it up a bit, and then if he knocks him out, all the better. Gokhan Saki, we already know what's going to happen there. If he wins, it's going to be by knockout, or it's going to be by a drag-out, bloody-ass war. A dog fight, as they always say. A dog fight. Anyways, my pick is for Khalil Rountree. He has to get it by finish, and I just can't see him. I can't really see him knocking out Gokhan Saki. The guy is like a brick. I can't see him knocking him out. I'm just gonna say third round decision. Khalil Rountree.